A teenager ate a lug on a dare in 2010. The next day, he was dizzy, nauseous, and felt a pain in his leg. Doctors discovered that he had contracted a rare parasite. There was no treatment, and usually the body would just get rid of it by itself. But the parasite's larva got into the brain through his dream, causing him to fall into a coma for over 400 days. When he finally woke up, he had severe brain damage and could only control his eyelids and breathing. He spent the next 8 years completely paralyzed until he passed away from respiratory failure. A man claimed he found a mouse inside a can of Mountain Dew he was drinking, so he sued the soda company PepsiCo. PepsiCo argued that Mountain Dew's highly acidic formula would actually dissolve a mouse into a jelly before anyone could ever even notice it in the can. This odd defense left consumers worrying about what the soda really does to the human body if it can liquefy a mouse. An egg starts in the ovary of a hen, where the yolk begins to develop. Over the course of a few days, it matures and is released into a long tube. There, it meets up with the egg white, which begins to form around it. As the egg continues to move down, the shell gradually develops, and after the egg is laid. If a huge asteroid were headed toward Earth, most people think we could by blowing it up, but gravity could pull the pieces back together, and it would continue a long path, sort of defeating the purpose. Another option is to wrap with reflective foil. This would change the way it absorbs heat, making it move, but this theory hasn't been tested. And while astronomers can typically track these large asteroids, we still don't know if they can really be stopped. A snake will rub its face on a object to start shedding its skin. This will begin to turn the old skin inside out so that the snake can wriggle. Underneath, the new skin has already formed, including over the snake's eyes. A milky layer of fluid fills the space between the old caps and the new ones, making the snake partially blind. But when the snake sheds its old skin, its sight is restored. If you lie, the machine will detect your stress and anxiety, which causes spikes in the readings. But if you put a thumbtack in your shoe during the interview control questions, you can use it to spike your own stress and anxiety. The pain of pushing down on the can raise your baseline reactions. Then, when you tell a lie during the test, the spikes look normal, making your answers appear true.